What's up, Chem 1 students? This is the pre-lab video on the percent composition lab. What we're going to do is we are going to determine the percent composition of oxygen in the compound potassium chlorate. What we're going to do is we are going to heat the potassium chlorate in a crucible, and then we will mass that crucible at the end. What happens is, we all know in a decomposition reaction that potassium chlorate will decompose into potassium chloride and oxygen. Once again, remember that oxygen is a diatomic. First of all, we need to start by cleaning the crucible and lid with soap and water. Rinse and dry it. Place the crucible on the balance. Record the mass. You need to get approximately 2 grams of potassium chlorate. Doesn't have to be exactly 2 grams, approximately. Everybody should be different, so just get somewhere around 2 grams, mass it, write it on the data table, note what the potassium chlorate looks like. Heat the crucible, lid, and contents using the setup we have been using. We have a clay triangle on an O-ring. What we're going to do, though, is we are going to gently heat it to start with. Gently heating means that under the O-ring and the crucible, we wave the Bunsen burner back and forth. I will show you this procedure before we start the lab. Okay? Once again, in order for the oxygen to escape, we need to make sure that we vent the lid. Remember, a hot crucible and a cold crucible look the same. That is the same statement being true for a hot crucible lid and a cold crucible lid. If that lid falls off, don't try to catch it. After waving the Bunsen burner for 3 minutes, place the Bunsen burner beneath the crucible and heat it for another 10 minutes. Once you're finished with that, remove the crucible, put it on the ceramic square to cool. Once the crucible is cooled, you can take the mass of the final product and make your observations. When you're completed with this lab, take the crucible, the lid, and wash them in soap water. Okay? The final contents that are in this crucible is a salt. So that final content will be water soluble and rinse right down the drain once you rinse it out. When you're completed, dry the crucible and place it in the appropriate container. This has been the pre-lab video for percent composition. Chem A students, let's investigate.